A 5-hour police standoff ended with a gas station up in smoke. How SWAT teams were able to arrest the suspect overnight.
We're kicking off October with some chilly temperatures. A freeze warning and frost advisory both in effect this morning for much of the inland Northwest. Find out if any more snow is in the forecast.
One state lays out a game plan to let college athletes get paid. We have the play-by-play. Facebook wants to start hiding likes on your posts. This is just one of many social media changes making headlines this week. This morning, we want to know, do you think social media should be more or less regulated?
A man in the inland Northwest is dedicated to making sure pets find safe homes after their owners pass away.
Up with KREM starts right now with Jen York, Evan Narani, and Dina Marie McNichol.
5 a.m. now on our Tuesday morning. Cougar Country Drive-In is officially open. The iconic Pullman burger joint announced it yesterday on Facebook. It will be open 7 days a week. For the hours, you can visit our website, KREM.com. Coug fans, I know will be excited about that.
Momentous occasion.
Absolutely. It's been, I think, since February since we've been able to have that place fully staffed and open to the public. So, exciting times for Coug fans. Well, welcome to Up with KREM. Great to have you with us today. And we're talking about another freeze warning, Evan.
That's right. Freeze warning now, not only that, but also a frost advisory that is in effect. It is
okay.
a little bit smaller in its radius of the frost advisory, but still, nonetheless, we have one this morning. So it's another eventful morning, another cold, eventful morning.
Well, why don't you take it away? Tell us what we need to plan for.
So for starters, cold temperatures, right? Here's the map right now of what we see. This is colder than where we saw those temperatures yesterday. Deer Park right now is at 26 degrees. Spokane at 31 degrees. We're seeing Wenatchee at 42. Coeur d'Alene at 33 and Pullman at 37 degrees. Take a look at Sandpoint and Libby, though. 27 in both areas. It's another very cold start to the day. So as I mentioned, what we're seeing in effect to start off the day is now not only a freeze warning, which is all this area in that lighter blue color, but also a frost advisory. That goes for about the Riggins area. It's in effect until 9 a.m. So this one a little bit different on the timing. Freeze warning extends until 10 a.m. And really, nonetheless, the main idea of this is that we have another day of very chilly early morning temperatures, and we're going to stick with them as the day goes on. Going into the afternoon, we warm up just a bit more than where we saw those temperatures yesterday. Also notice that we're not going to be dealing with quite as much cloud cover as we saw over the last several days. So we're going to hopefully be sticking with mostly sunny conditions today. 52 degrees is that afternoon high. That'll keep us still about 15 degrees or so below average. We shouldn't normalize really this kind of temperature behavior. We should be expecting temperatures in about the mid to upper 60s. Instead, we'll be at 52 today. 60s return by this upcoming weekend. So we'll talk more about that in just a bit and take a look at that 7-day forecast to see when you can expect those warmer, more average temperatures, Jen.
All right, Evan, thank you. Coming up on 5:03 now, a standoff is over this morning in Spokane. It ended with SWAT knocking down a gas station wall with an armored car. Authorities arrested a man inside, but not without causing a lot of damage. KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez tells us what led up to that standoff. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jen. There is a lot of damage in the building right behind me. You can see that damage here, and you know the SWAT actually had to drive through one of the walls in that building, and you can still smell smoke in the air because a fire broke out at some point during that 5-hour standoff. All of this started yesterday as a traffic stop in the evening. The man police pulled over had a weapon and drove off saying he didn't want to go back to jail. Police chased him into the 76 gas station on 2nd Avenue and Walnut Street. That's when the standoff started. Over the course of the 5 hours, the roads were closed. Police used flashbangs and the fire department responded to a fire in that 76 building. Police were able to arrest the man after 5 hours, and officers detained 2 other people throughout the evening. And it's pretty much cleared up now. There are still some officers milling around the area and it is taped off, but the roads are back open in this area. So for your morning commute, it should be okay, but there is definitely still a lot of damage in that parking lot area. Live here in downtown Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez. Back to you, Jen.
All right, Nicole, thank you so much. Here at 5:04, a man accused of a Spokane stabbing spree is due in court. Police say Joseph Murray stabbed several people last October in Spokane. They say he stabbed a man and a woman near the Spokane Convention Center. They add an hour later, he stabbed another man near the Union Gospel Mission. He is scheduled to appear next month in Spokane County Superior Court. He faces multiple counts of assault. Spokane City leaders are taking steps to open a new shelter for people experiencing homelessness. Last night, the City Council approved the Salvation Army to operate a new shelter and possible warming center. The biggest step now is for them to decide on the shelter's location. The council also still needs to sign leases and contracts and approve funding for shelter operations. It also approved a resolution forcing the council to figure out funding for the shelter. People in Washington have 1 year to comply with the Real ID Act. The law goes into effect October 1st of 2020. To get on a plane, Washington state residents will need a passport card, an enhanced driver's license, or a green card. The Department of Licensing is expecting a lot of people to apply for that enhanced license. They are encouraging people to get their real ID sooner rather than later.
We don't want anybody to wake up that morning 1 year from tomorrow and say they haven't heard about this. So now is the time to take steps to ensure you're in compliance.
People applying for the enhanced ID will need proof of U.S. citizenship in the form of a birth certificate or a valid passport, one document verifying their identity like a current license or ID card, and people will also need their social security card and 2 documents with your name and current Washington residential address. Well, now to a bizarre story out of Coeur d'Alene. The director of the library says someone keeps hiding specific books. Political books like Fire and Fury are disappearing. Librarians find them hidden in the fiction section or near dictionaries, but a visitor left an anonymous note claiming responsibility. Here is what it said in part.
I'm going to continue hiding these books in the most obscure places I can find to keep this propaganda out of the hands of young minds. Your liberal angst gives me great pleasure.
Well, library staff say it's just wasting time while they have to reorder those books. Well, that is your morning rush. Stories making headlines in the inland Northwest. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media. 5:07 now. Instagram and Facebook are cracking down on ads promoting harmful weight loss products and cosmetic procedures. They also began testing the removal of like counts in specific countries. KREM 2's Dana Marie McNichol is joining us now in studio, looking into major changes coming to your newsfeed. Good morning.
Good morning, Jen. Well, that's right. Changes could be coming to our newsfeed because Facebook thinks your self-worth should not equal the amount of likes you get on a post. So they're trying something new, like hiding your likes. Before we get into the details, take out your phone and join our conversation this morning. Do you think social media should be less or more regulated? Let us know by voting in our live poll on krem.com/vote or by opening our new KREM 2 mobile app and click the Vote Now tab. It's still very early. About 100% of you are saying more, but I know more will join in this morning. Right now, Facebook is only hiding likes in Australia, where people can still see how many likes they get on their latest post, but nobody else will. The app's creator says they want followers to focus on what you share, not how many likes your post is getting. They also don't want any hurt feelings, making it a place where most people feel comfortable expressing themselves. Instagram, who is owned by Facebook, is already testing this out and hiding likes in 7 countries right now. And speaking of Instagram, a big change recently hit that platform. If you're under 18, you'll see fewer ads for flat tummy detox teas and lip fillers on your feed. Well, Instagram and Facebook announced a policy to help protect teens' mental health. So they're blocking content that reinforces unhealthy body images and ads promoting non-FDA approved products. The social media giants now block users under the age of 18 from seeing content that promotes weight loss or cosmetic procedures. And all posts that make miraculously claims about diet products linked to commercial offers like a discount code, those will be removed. Now, these changes were made to Instagram's impact on young people's mental health and body image. And parents and experts are applauding Instagram's and Facebook's new policy, but we want you to weigh in this morning. Make sure to vote in our new KREM 2 app. We'll have those updated results for you every half hour. Right now, 71% of you are saying less, 29% of you are saying more, just in the couple seconds that we shared this story. So thank you so much for weighing in. We'll send it back to you, Jen.
All right, Dana Marie, thank you. 5:09 now. Well, so they say red meat might not be as unhealthy as previously thought. This is a new report from international scientists. It found most people do not need to lower their intake of red or processed meat. They found there is little to no effects from eating meat on illnesses like heart disease, cancer, or diabetes. They say it's all in moderation. Well, if you're looking to move anytime soon, you might want to move to your nearest beach. Researchers in England say coastal living can improve one's mental health. They found people living near the sea had lower rates of anxiety, depression, and mental disorders. The finding was the same in both well-off seaside resort communities and in smaller harbor towns. So I keep saying I need to go on vacation to a beach.
Yeah.
That's all I need is a beach, and a cocktail, and set.
It's like we have forecasts
Talk
of
about
snow.
peace of mind.
We want
Yes.
beach and cocktail. Evan, was that LA?
It looked like it was somewhere in Southern California. My chair is once again falling down. Getting rid of this thing.
Just go ahead and stand.
Can't even use it. No, yeah, that's right. I mean, and we both came from spots where we were coastal and are now inland. But I will say, I think caveat of that is being near a lake or a river or something like that.
Right.
A form of running water.
As great. I mean, I actually like lake living better than ocean living.
I think it's been really nice. So, because like having come here, I was like, how can people live without, lakes or without the ocean? But I'm like, you have so many lakes, so many rivers, and still so much outdoor community.
The
that
mountains.
It works. Exactly.
There's just something to say about having some fresh air in the mountains, right? Yeah. All right, 5:11 now. Well, retailer Forever 21 filed for bankruptcy this week, and it's not the only retailer going through this. After the break, we connect the dots.
And California just passed the first law allowing college athletes to get paid. At 5:30, we break down this new law and what it can mean for colleges.